I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Saints coming in at 5-9, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 11-3. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentator and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look in Ben's Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the Bucs' new signee from New York, Robert Ayers. In there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. First carry now for Doug Martin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense. And one of the good wideouts, of course, is Vincent Jackson.
And when he's on the field, you don't play small ball. You make sure you get it out to that guy and let him go get it.
To throw is Smith. Shorts has got it. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze hands to Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 4-year-old McCoy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's third and goal now, back at the 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Play action to Spiller. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
15 yards through the air.
So much go action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Martin. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job. On the wide receiver screen plays, a really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Breeze. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Gino. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here's Smith. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, the...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans. Half lining up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a good gain. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Geno Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Breeze now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Darryl Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Bucs now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the tackle, Nathan Stupar. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Smith surveying the field. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you over to... Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Geno now to throw, eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. On the screen, complete to Spiller. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run it again with Martin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Smith throwing again. Caught out left side by Robinson. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spinning away. Still on his feet. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Clinton McDonald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Vernon Hargrave shows off his excellent instincts and ability to make plays. Knocks another pass away.
1st-round pick in 2016, 11th overall, showing why there.
Raised in the game, son of a coach. Dad coaching in the college ranks now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but...
Now Breeze lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he's got Snead. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Breeze now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Fresh set of downs here. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Breeze now to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now There's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I thought.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL.
And now loose football, fumble. Martin lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And quickly, they get to the line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. They go screen. This is Ingram. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw, and he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.